Hi Virgo, happy 2022. Let's get into your yearly reading and see what's going on with you for this year. So I'm going to start with the energies you're leaving behind, and then we'll get into what's surrounding you at this time, a shift that's coming in, something that's ending, something that's beginning, a change, an unexpected change that is in 2022, and something you can manifest this year. Okay, so you don't have to be a Virgo sun sign to have this resonate. You could have Virgo anywhere in your chart. And speaking of, I have Virgo cusping my 12th house. And I've just recently been spending a lot of time thinking about and studying that energy and trying to really connect with Virgo more, because the 12th house is about the subconscious. It can also be the house of, your undoing. So I figure you better get to know what can undo you. And I'm happy that Virgo is the energy that's there for me because, well, you're smart. And so that's great to have that in a place that is in the subconscious. But also, you're really detail oriented. And, I feel like Virgo, I feel like I misunderstood your energy for a long time. And only in the last year am I starting to feel it a little bit different. I'm actually starting to feel a real symmetry with Sagittarius for some reason. I don't know why, but it feels like you are very much a leader. Very much a leader. Okay? And it's like you lead not by force or rhetoric, you lead by example and detail. Example mostly. You lead by example. All right. I don't know why I felt like telling you all that, but I guess, Virgo, when's the last time someone thanked you? Because I feel like you are owed a big thank you and recognition and acknowledgement that maybe you haven't received recently or in the last past year. Okay, the last past year, Virgo. But thank you so much for all you do for the collective, and thank you personally for what you're doing in your life, because I can really feel this connection today to your energy. This is actually a tough day for me, and for some reason I thought I want to be with Virgo today. So very interesting. So thank you, Virgo. So let's get into your reading here. Spirit for Virgo. For the Virgo collective for 2022. Let's see what's going on. Okay. The energy you're leaving behind. Page of Wands. This is that kind of, well, I feel like it's a tiptoeing energy, which is not to say you tiptoe, Virgo, but it's like you were being very cautious and careful about the way you communicated with someone, or maybe even with yourself. But there was a humbleness, almost like a humility that you didn't really need to take on, I feel. See how he's wearing this disguise here? It's like you were being too humble, too gracious when it comes to something, how you were communicating with others or what you had to say. Perhaps someone made you feel this way, or there was Two of Cups with the Hanged Man. There was somebody who, I feel was or is judgmental when it comes to the way you handle things or the way you do things, and you were trying to not disrupt something, is what I'm getting. Okay, but that energy is something that you're leaving behind. Now, this is a general reading, so not everything I say will resonate with everyone, and that's perfectly okay. We're all so unique and lead different lives. It'd be kind of weird if we all shared the same story. I'll try to keep it general, though, so it applies to as many people as possible, but sometimes specifics come up, and I think that's pretty cool. So let's keep going and see what we get. Energy that surrounds you for 2022. Ooh, the Tower. Yeah, it's like before you were just, kind of going about your business, trying to make sure that you weren't really disrupting someone else's process maybe, or you're being really accommodating. This could be at work or to the collective, or maybe someone you're romantically involved with. But it's like you were doing things like yeah, with this sense of being gracious to another person's space. And this year, I feel like Spirit is not wanting you to do that, okay? There's a much larger role you have to play this year in your own life, okay? Because I feel like you were playing a very important role in someone else's life here. Yes, getting them to see another perspective. Yes, in whatever way that is. You were communicating how someone could see another perspective about love or a contract, trying to get them to see the truth of a situation here. Yes, they were very confused with the Seven of Cups, but intuitively you knew the way out or the answer to something. Yeah, so you were trying to get them work with their energy to try to get them to see something. And then this year, Spirit's like, no, Virgo, we need your attention. We need you over here because there's something much larger going on for you in 2022. Okay, so let's see a shift that's happening this year in your life. 8 of Wands, see what I mean? There's like this rush of energy coming in. It's unavoidable. I'm feeling some similarity with the Scorpio reading. How's your relationship with Scorpio? I don't know. What does Scorpio mean to you? I feel like that's an important question for you to consider. Where's Scorpio in your personal chart? But just in general, what's the relationship between Virgo and Scorpio energies? I feel like that's something to consider here. And I don't know exactly why, but it's coming to me. Getting back to you, Virgo, and there is this kind of tendency, I feel like this year, to want to keep giving to other people, but I'm really feeling a pressure to hone it in. Like you have to stay centered and focus on yourself this year. There's a lot of energy available to you to make massive shifts in your life. Like, I mean massive. Moving, changing your whole, I heard your perceptual realm, okay? Changing your relationships, blowing the top off something, starting something completely new. I feel like initially there's a fear of it being destructive. You'd rather have like a smooth transition like anybody would. But Spirit's had enough of you helping other people. You know, you probably helped a little too much. I heard weird, okay, just weird. I don't know, this isn't me, but I heard spanking, like Virgo's getting a spanking. I don't know, whatever. But it's like, okay, Virgo, enough, you know, enough. We need you to do something here for yourself. Okay, something that's ending. 5 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, this is a card where there's multiple people pictured in the Rider-Waite trying to work together, right? Or they're having a battle, a competition. It's just not working. Things aren't lining up, you know? There's no structure here. There's no support. There's an inability to work together. And that's why Spirit's saying in reverse, like, that's a waste of your energy. You can continue to buzz around with that energy for as long as you want. But at some point, it's going to, if it doesn't actually get through to whoever this is or whatever this represents, then it's just going to combust into this tower moment. And that's what's happening. Okay, so that's ending any kind of conflict you've had with other people. And I feel like it's potentially with more than one person in your life. Could even be in a group situation or just multiple people in your life. I feel like, as I'm repeating a little bit, you had the solution to something or you had figured something out and people were just not working with you. I also feel like there was a competitive streak here with somebody that you know, maybe a close friend or a relative. There's some kind of competitive energy that was disrupting you. I think it made you actually feel a little bit concerned, worried. Not exactly fearful, but it definitely impacted the way that you handle yourself around them. And so that's coming to an end too. So this is great energy that's clearing out here. A lot of fire energy, Mars energy that I see here. Now Mars is square Pluto as I record this. And I feel like this energy is going to take you by surprise too. It's like something you've been repressing, that urge to do something. I mean, maybe you've done something about this, but it's like there's more in there. There's like, it feels like I heard ferocious. It's like something that's just building. It's like going to come out and you're just going to take off towards something. And I feel like people aren't expecting this. And with that Pluto energy here that I'm being reminded of, this is something that's part of your soul mission. It's part of your healing. Okay, I heard your healing frequency. Let's get one of these cards, actually. Give me a keyword for Virgo. Well, I saw memories in here, and then I feel like you're leaving memories behind this year. Okay, what's the energy that's coming in for Virgo? Prioritize. Exactly. You're prioritizing yourself. Thanks, Spirit, for that confirmation. Yes, you're prioritizing your freedom. Your freedom from chaos. Your freedom from conflict. Your freedom from having to placate others. Okay, let's see here. What's something that's beginning that will be illuminated? The Seeker. This is an extra card in this deck. The Seeker in reverse. Well, you've been seeking out some knowledge here, and I feel like that knowledge that you've been seeking out, you've been trying to get it in a relationship with another person. So maybe you're trying to understand more about the universe or about yourself in relationship to an important connection you had or an important project that you're handling. It's like you were trying to unearth and feel like the mysteries of yourself, your soul, I'm hearing your universe inside. I love this, Virgo. It feels very deep, okay? You were trying to unearth something to prioritize yourself, but it was coming through, the thought was coming through your connection in relationship to a connection you have. So what does this friendship or partnership, or I heard lovership, okay, I don't know, relationship, tell me about myself and my purpose? It's like that's how you were trying to figure something out. What do they tell me about myself? And that's a good way of thinking about something, and it is important. But with the Seeker in reverse, I'm feeling like you already have the codes you need. It's like you already have the data, you already have the downloads, you already have the codes that you need to run your algorithm. I'm getting, I don't know, maybe some of you, I don't know, are into tech, but regardless, this is very positive, I heard. Some of you have the algorithms you need to prioritize your own systems. Okay, I'm getting like all these words, like it's time to reboot here for yourself. Yeah, so you have the codes. They're not found in relation to someone else. Yeah, you already have it. Okay, so there's something about understanding that this year, that what you need to know about where you're headed in life, where you're going, who you are, what your soul purpose is, who your next soulmate is going to be, or how you can revitalize the connection you're in, or, you know, whatever it is that you want to do, the codes are inside of you. They're not in relation with others. And this is an interesting thing to say because personally, I wouldn't frame it that way. I think relations are integral to the formation of our understanding of consciousness. But, you know, there's something here where Spirit's being very specific that you need to go within and forget others for at least this year. And it's not to say like cut off all your relationships. It's nothing like that. But it's to fill up your cup first, you know, make sure it's full to the top, and then any overflow is what you can give to others. Okay, so let's see, a change that lies ahead for you in 2022. This is such a positive reading, Virgo. Ace of Swords. You're going to see and think and speak clearly about what you've overcome, the challenges you've had in life. There's things you've been through throughout your entire journey that have taken root in places that maybe you're not familiar with, like what's in your 12th house. Okay, you could have your sun and Virgo in the 12th house. Whatever's in your 12th house or what's cusping your 12th house might be important, because I feel like you're learning a new truth about yourself, your direction, the knowledge you have, the codes you have. And once you learn this in 2022, I feel like you're unstoppable with something. Let me get clarification on that. I'm going to use this other deck. I changed that lies ahead with the Ace of Swords. Tell me more about this, Spirit. What's this Ace of Swords about? 5 of Cups in reverse. See, it's like you're unlocking the code that has to do with regret and sadness. It's like you've been trying to figure out how to shift out of this feeling, you know, and it could be a big feeling that you've been carrying with you, or it could just be a subtle kind of like dissatisfaction with something. You'll know best, but it's like you're finding out how to maneuver beyond the walls that other people have put up. Okay, so Virgo, what I'm seeing is that there's people around you that you've had difficult encounters with, maybe some sadness there, some regret, even some guilt. And it's like they built and I'm seeing like a tower, circular wall around you, okay? And I don't know what this is about exactly, but they built a wall around you to keep you from understanding how to get out of your sadness. And I feel like you've been trying to figure out how to break down that wall, but doing it kind of with asking someone's permission. Now, this is a metaphor. It's not like you actually ask somebody, but it's like, I don't know, you tried to work with someone else's codes to free yourself is really the only way I can say it. And Spirit's like, no, we're just going to break that wall down for you. We're just breaking you out, Virgo, because it's time to put you first. Let's see what this other card is. 7 of Wands. And build your own wall, you know, and it, yeah, and it's like if you're going to build your own wall to keep yourself protected and safe while you do this kind of soul searching here, well, it's going to be your wall. It's not going to be someone else's. I hope this is making sense, because it's all the messages I'm getting right now from Spirit are all coming in as visuals, so they're a little bit hard for me to translate. But picture it like almost like a data, like a wall of data, and somebody else kind of programmed that, and you're trying to figure out how you can break through that, you know. And so they've given you like some codes to use, and you're trying to do that, but they know that they've given you the wrong codes, right? So you can't get out. So Spirit's like, you know, hacking that system, breaking it down, getting rid of it, and then giving you the time and space you need to understand that you have your own algorithms, you have your own programs to build a wall around yourself to protect yourself should you choose, you know. And I'm seeing this as a wall of data, I think, because it's transparent. It's like not like you're blocking everything out. This is so strange. I've never had this come through in a reading. But whatever you decide to do, if you decide to build up a program to protect yourself, whatever that means to you, you know, then you're going to know how to edit it, to change it, or to remove it entirely. This seems like something pretty profound. And I feel like Spirit's getting me to talk in these really kind of strange metaphors, because it's much larger than like day-to-day shit, you know? It's much larger than your career relationships or even an immediate love connection. It's like so much more powerful, this energy that's coming your way. It's so much more powerful than those mundane concerns. And you need to realize that you have all of this power being handed to you in 2022. And I feel like you are going to realize that with the Ace of Swords. You are definitely going to realize that. It's like you're rebuilding your life in a really magical way, the co-creating with Spirit. Okay, something you can manifest. Ooh, the Five of Pentacles. So I feel like this is the warning here in the reading. Everything is so beautiful and so positive. But Spirit is saying, you know, we all have free will here. Just because Spirit breaks down the tower, okay, or a tower moment happens, doesn't mean you can't step into another situation in which you feel stuck. It's all free will. So there is a possibility for you to manifest that feeling again of being left out or misunderstood or not having enough. I'm really getting this as a kind of like lack mentality, like going after things. And what I mean by that is not like, what I mean by that is going after things or desiring things because you feel like they will fill you up. You feel like they will give you what you need to feel better. And when you feel like, I desire this person because if I had this person, I would feel so happy, or I desire to move because if I moved there, then everything would be better. My life would be entirely different, you know, so on and so forth. That kind of thinking comes from a place of lack in which you're saying, I don't have happiness now. I'm not happy, you know, and I need something external to myself to be happy. And Spirit doesn't want you to go forward like that because you have everything you need to be happy right now. And in order to manifest happiness, more happiness, you need to be in the energy of happiness, right? If you want to manifest love towards yourself, you need to be in the energy and vibration of love to magnetize that towards yourself. Otherwise, you're just going to bring in another energy that's coming in the disguise of love, or whatever else it is you want. Virgo, I want to go into the extended, and I think I am going to specifically, well, am I going to focus on love? What should I do? Well, I want to find out more about what this code is that you're going to be given here. Okay, let me pull out the first 3 cards for the extended so you have an idea of what you're getting into. Let's see, Spirit. What is Virgo getting into? What are these codes? What are these codes that Virgo has? 10 of Cups. See what I mean? You have your own happiness. The 3 of Swords in reverse. Absolutely. Confirmation. And the Hierophant in reverse. This is not relying on, you know, structures of knowledge. I'm feeling High Priestess vibes. This is definitely a reliance on yourself here. Okay, so let's go into the extended, find out what this happiness, what this 10 of Cups really means in a concrete way to you in 2022. And if this is where you go, I love you so much. If you did resonate with this video, you can like the video. That really helps me. And I'll see you next time.